WP Wagner. It's a place where curiosity thrives and where the future is taught today. Our cornerstone is the STEM program, which offers cutting-edge programs that empower students with hands-on, problem-solving, and critical thinking skills. The emphasis on innovation prepares students to tackle real-world challenges while embracing failure as an integral part of growth.
In grade 9, I kind of had this preconceived notion of what my life was going to look like, but Wagner really showed me a different side of things, that I can pursue more passions. I decided to try out the digital audio class, even though I had no prior knowledge of audio production. And coming out of it, I was able to make my own song and produce and sing and write lyrics, which was something that I didn't know I was capable of beforehand. And that came with having the right support of my teachers and having the flexibility to experiment, explore.
A lot of the time, a lot of courses are based upon a product. With STEM, students are required to go through a lengthy process to get to that product in the end, and their process is really important. If they aren't scared of that final mark, if they aren't scared of that final product, they're willing to take chances, they're willing to take risks in their learning, and that's where the real learning begins. It's so exciting to watch them get excited about their own learning, and for them to be able to articulate and tell me what they're learning and why they're excited about it and what they've tried.
At Nerdapalooza, which is our science fair, what I worked on was a turbojet engine, and it's the simplest form of a gas turbine. And what it does is it uses a turbine and a compressor to facilitate the combustion of a fuel. I had to weld all these pieces of metal together and roll tubes and plasma cut and laser cut. And once I started this project and I looked at what we had available at the school, it just made me realize there's not much that I can't really deal with what's given at the school.
Here, students are encouraged to step into leadership roles and grow as individuals, whether through organizing events like Wagstock, mentoring others, or simply finding their voice. Wagner provides countless opportunities for personal development.
So at Wagner, we're setting up kids for a world that doesn't exist yet. We're giving them the hands-on knowledge and skills they need to be able to step into leadership roles. The best way to learn something is to teach it. So at Wagner, we have very strong community connections, whether it be with our community partners, our catchment schools. Our students have the ability to teach their own skills and knowledge to people who are younger and older. This gives students the skills and the ability to communicate better so that when they are entering the workforce, that they already have the pre-built skills to communicate their ideas.
I love that the opportunities are there because there's always something for someone and it's really inclusive. One really cool experience I got to do was going to Enbridge, and building gingerbread houses is very difficult, but something I learned from that exercise was when you're creating something with a group, there has to be communication. When there's other people around you doing the same thing as you, you need to know what they're doing, what you're doing, and how they work together.
Wagner's strong sense of community ensures that every student feels supported and valued. An environment where students can take risks, knowing they have a safety net to catch them. We're not just a school, we're a family.
So one of my favorite memories is my very first Wagstock, our annual talent show, and there was a girl going up, she was singing. She was very nervous, and you could tell she stepped up to the mic, her voice cracked a little bit, she kind of stepped back, and the crowd roared because they were supporting her. She stepped back up to the mic, she went again, voice cracked a little bit, and the crowd roared even louder to get her going. She stepped up to the mic, she belted out just a wonderful rendition of her song, and the crowd erupted because they wanted to see her succeed. So when I think of our community, that is the definition of who we are.
The impact of school events on community is really significant. I think it really builds connection amongst students. You know, I kind of have a bias as a counselor, so my lens is always like mental health, and we know that when people feel connected, that's like a really strong predictor of positive mental health, and we perform better at things that we feel connected to. So, and when students feel connected to school, that's what they're going to put their effort into.
In grade 10, I performed in a one act, I starred in it, and then now in grade 12, I just recently directed my own show. If it wasn't for Wagner, like the teachers and the people here that supported me, I don't think I would ever be able to be on stage. like being here and then meeting like the teachers, they just love their job. It reflects in their teaching and just like their overall engagement with the class. And it makes you want to go to their class. It makes you want to like go home and do their homework and study.
Wagner offers more than academics. It's about shaping well-rounded individuals. The blend of interdisciplinary programs, extracurricular activities, and real-world applications ensure students are prepared for life, not just exams.
Well, since being at Wagner, I've started to really look at kiddos as unique human beings. When they come in here, they come in with their own characteristics, their own expectations. And so when they come in here, the idea is that we try to program for them. And the goal here is to not have them fit into a box, but have the box fit around them.
There's so many different kind of options here, and you get to do game design, you get to do art and pottery and photography, all of those different kind of things. And I just love it because I get to be open, and I actually get to like make dreams that I had as like a little kid and like draw on, and I can actually make it into life.
Wagner believes in every student's potential to grow and thrive. Many come in unsure of their place, but leave with a clear sense of purpose and the tools to succeed. The school's ability to inspire transformation is evident in the stories of students who have found confidence, resilience, and success through their time here.
The person I was in grade 9 was someone who was really afraid of the future. The person I became at Wagner is someone who isn't like 100% sure of the future, but I know that I can figure it out. I have a lot of different interests, so coming to Wagner and like being part of Maker's Market and being an artist and exploring the greenhouse and doing all these different things, I was always like afraid of the future because I felt like there were so many things to become and none of them felt like me. But here I learned that I didn't have to fit into this box that people told me that I was supposed to be in. I could really be anything I wanted to be.